students, welcome to Craft Splash with Auntie Yvonne. So today we are learning on calligraphy lettering. So we know these type of letterings are letterings that have thick and thin strokes, and then their tips are also slanted. So what would differ any other kind of lettering from this kind of lettering is their thick and thin strokes, and then their slanted tips. So over here, today's lesson, we are going to use a kind of calligraphy pen called Sky Glory. So we prefer this kind of pen because the tips are easier to use, and they are very affordable, and then they can be used by any beginner. Okay, so when we start, what we are going to do is there are different kinds of tips inside this set. We are going to select the wider tip because we are now learning it, and we want to see all the type of characteristics that we have in the kind of lettering. We want to use a wider tip. As you can see in the video, when you open your set, you select the wider tip. Now, one thing about this kind of lettering is when you hold the pen, you should ensure that it is a 45 degrees. It is held from an angle of 45 degrees. So when you finish with any kind of stroke you make, the tip should be slanted. So as you can see in the video, if you finish and then your tips are not slanted, as you can see in this video, then it means you've done it wrongly. But if you're able to do it and then you hold the pen well and your tips are slanted, or they are looking slanted, as you can see, so this one is wrongly done. So when you finish, you realize that the tips are horizontally laid, which are wrong. Okay, so the first one, the pen was held at a 45 degrees angle, so you could achieve the slanted tip. So let's go on. We are starting with the full stop. So since we are now starting, full stop is going to be made a little bit longer so as to help the child to be able to get how to write it as time goes on. So we have elongated the full stop. We have made it a little bit longer so as to help you to be able to start little by little, to be able to master it. So if you master how to make these ones, these little ones, you realize that as time goes on, you make it longer like this, but you make it a little bit shorter. So in this type of lettering, what one has to do is the angle with which you hold the pen from beginning is the same angle you are going to hold till you finish everything. Now, if you get the angle, holding the pen in the right angle, you are able to write any kind of lettering that is given to you. So from in the video, you realize that I held it at a 45 degrees angle, and I'm able to write the dot. Now let's watch how the comma is also done. From the same positioning, you are able to write the comma and achieve the thicker and then the thinner strokes. That's the characteristic states from the previous videos. So if a student is able to hold it this way, you can achieve any other kind of lettering you want to do. You can write any form of lettering, that any form of letters you want to write. So we are on question mark. Now question marks are written in 4 bricks. So you would have your 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And when you finish with the question mark, the dot under the question mark should correspond with the mark you've made above. So they should be in line. Yeah. So keep practicing. Thanks for watching.